I'm here with Just Call Me John from Harmonix Music Systems. Don't call them just Harmonix, that is ridiculously lame. And we're here talking the Beatles rock band, specifically Story Mode. You know, people may know the story of the Beatles. They were like an above-average band. Like, people, you know, they did all right. People know who they are, I guess. Tell me about the story mode in this game.
So story mode is really what takes this game above and beyond just another rock band title. You know, it's not a character that you've created and played. We want to take you inside the history and life of the Beatles and really connect you deeper to their story as, you know, the biggest band of all time. So in story mode, you play through the Beatles' career in chronological order with our historic venues as well as our dreamscapes. And as you play through and you get, you know, star scores, star ratings on each song, those stars unlock photos, behind-the-scenes video, never-before-heard audio that you can go through and look at with your friends and learn facts that have been fact-checked by the Beatles themselves.
Really?
Yes.
Now, how difficult was it, because these guys have had so many epic moments throughout history, how hard was it to, like, pick your favorite child and put these specific moments in the game?
I know that our designers, especially Chris Foster, who spent a lot of time over there in the Apple archives looking through, like, thousands and thousands of photos, they really struggled with what they wanted to choose, but we got some really great stuff. And I think that the coolest thing for us is that a lot of the stuff isn't, you know, the big iconic moments or maybe references to the concert at Shea Stadium, but you'll actually see them backstage talking about the first Beatle haircut or something like that. So it's really the minutia that you might not know, even if you're a hardcore Beatles fan, that you can learn by playing the Beatles rock band.
Nice, and I think it's interesting that you said this never-before-seen stuff, because the Beatles, as a collective, have been notoriously, like, really kind of, they hold their stuff tight to their chest. So how difficult was it for you guys to license this type of material? Did you reach out to them? Like, how did that process go? Well,
so we've been blown away by how amazing Apple has been as a partner. Apple sort of oversees the Beatles' estates and all their imagery and music. And, you know, they're hand in hand with us throughout this entire game, including the 4 shareholders, so Sir Paul and Ringo, as well as Olivia and Yoko. And they've been with us every step of the way, and they've offered material to us. They want this to be a complete picture. They don't want this to be another slap-together music game that's thrown out on the market. They want this to really have the soul and the background of the Beatles. So they've been more than helpful, and we've been overwhelmed by how supportive they've been.
Nice. And I think that's an interesting point, too, that it's not just another slap-together music game, but music games as a whole. Again, these guys didn't even want to get on the iTunes bandwagon when iTunes was changing the way that people were buying music. But they recognize the fact that this genre as a game, and then specifically the rock band brand as a brand, is a way to introduce people to this whole new level of their music. So how do you think, like, Sir Paul, were they just sitting around and they're like, you know what we need to do? Let's put on music in a video game.
First of all, that's the best British accent I've ever heard.
You're very welcome.
Second of all, I mean, I think the real thing is that they looked at it, and we started the conversations, you know, a little over almost 2 years ago now. They saw that Rock Band was really a way for fans to get closer to the music and music that they loved, as well as to reach a whole new generation. So you don't want, you know, the generation just listening to it if that's not how they're really consuming their favorite music. You want them getting inside the music, playing the bass part, singing the harmonies, and really getting inside what they can do with the Beatles, because it's such a defined and iconic set of works, like, you know, 13 amazing albums over the course of about 10 years, that you want to really explore that in an in-depth way. And we're psyched to be bringing, you know, these 45 songs plus DLC down the road for, you know, more albums and stuff to come.
Nice. And as a standalone game package, you've already got a ridiculous set list.
Yeah.
As you said earlier, though, you guys are also planning ahead for DLC. That's obviously an important part of games now.
Yeah.
What do you guys have planned for the future? Can you speak on that at all?
Yeah, definitely. So we have 45 songs on the disc, and again, it spans all the iconic Beatles records. It's sort of hard to choose the 45 best songs from the Beatles because there's so many. But I think we did a pretty good job whittling it down to the ones that are most fun to play and give you the best look into the background of the music that you have an option to look at down the road. But the coolest thing for us is that right after we launch, we're going to be announcing the date soon, we're doing the entirety of Abbey Road, the album, for DLC. So whatever's not on the disc, you can download the rest of it and play through the entire second half as a medley on 360 and PS3. Some really, really cool stuff we can do there. And as well as that, we have more DLC down the road of the general Beatles catalog. At launch, we're going to be doing All You Need Is Love as an Xbox exclusive for DLC, and all the benefits from that track, all the proceeds are going to be going to Doctors Without Borders, which is a really great charity. So you can buy that track as a single and give back and play a great song in the meantime. Very
cool. I mean, the Rock Band franchise as a whole is notorious for being awesome when it comes to DLC. See how I did that? I used a bad word and then some happy.
Notorious
for awesome. I turned it around super quick.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Rock Band, I mean, it's like every week for however many weeks, Rock Band has consistently churned out awesome songs for DLC.
Yeah.
So I assume you guys have this planned out for the long haul.
Yeah, we have some really cool plans that we've talked about for getting other music into the game as well. But yeah, we're still supporting weekly DLC from the mainstream Rock Band music store. We've got over 700 songs, probably close to 800 by the time this rolls around. and really, really psyched to keep supporting that. I mean, fans have been responding really well, and we like to expand our genres. We have country music, we have punk, we have rock, metal, and there's something for everyone every week. But yeah, I mean, Rock Band DLC is the way we want to support this. We want people to be able to buy the songs they love and customize their catalog. So.
Sweet.
Yeah, man.
John, thanks for talking to us, man. Really appreciate it. And I'm glad that you have Sir Paul's blessing, because I'm sure you've shook his hand. And
He's a
now
knight.
I have shook his
He's
hand.
got a sword. Yeah, by proxy, transitive property, you shook Paul McCartney's hand.
Fame.
Yeah. Does it smell?
Like fame.
Awesome.
When can we see this in stores?
9909, September 9th.
Not hard to remember.
No, same number 3 times.